We are getting old.
My dream is to be a pilot. I want to be an architect.
Geologist.
You and I are growing further. You don't really talk to me.
Hi everyone and welcome to the One Degree Alumni Podcast, episode 17, and we're here with Aleksander, a past One Degree student from not too long ago, only a couple of years ago actually. Hey Aleksander, how you doing?
Hi, yeah, it's been 2 years now and I'm back, yeah.
I can't believe it's 2 years, yeah. I mean, amazing to have you have a little chat and catch up with you. Thanks so much for joining us. I suppose let's dive in. You know, it wasn't that long ago, but tell us about some of your memories about One Degree when you were on it.
So One Degree was actually something that I didn't think I was gonna get into. So our school said, hey, we got this opportunity, do you want to apply for it? I was like, sure, let's apply, let's see what it is. My expectations were kind of just like, oh, maybe we're gonna do some lessons here and there and that's gonna be over with. But once I've started One Degree, I was a bit shy, not talking to many people, sitting in the back. And then, Roger and all the other mentors started talking to me, getting me to show my personality a little bit more. And I started showing my personality more, became more confident in myself, started seeing the amount of opportunities that came out of One Degree. So I remember some of the maths lessons. I was how eager I was to complete all the work as quickly as possible. And then, that's me in the blue McKinsey tracksuit. Yeah, just doing my work, and it was quite competitive with myself, but it was honestly one of the best times I've had so far. Now I'm doing great, so. Definitely.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Now, I remember you being such a conscientious student and really, you know, trying to work hard and making the most of your time on those Saturdays, which was great. So, yeah, here's one picture. Here's another one, you looking up at the camera that I spotted. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And definitely by that point, I could see you already starting to, come out of your shell a little bit, which is great.
Yeah.
What can you sort of remember from these kind of sessions, other than the academics? Were there other little things that you were taking away from it all that maybe you weren't expecting to learn?
Yeah, so of course our mentors coming from different backgrounds, from different career choices, sectors, of course, learning about them, learning about like their jobs, like about them themselves, just hearing their life stories, what they came out, what they were before, what they became. It was kind of inspirational, and it shaped what I'm now, and it's helped me along the way. Many of the advices were really useful.
Oh, nice. And then you made it through all of that and got all the way through to the end. There you are on the final day, on our sort of mini graduation day. Looking very proud of yourself.
I think I was a bit more embarrassed. I didn't get the best haircut at the time.
I think you look sharp. Absolutely.
Oh,
I think so. So you won the 21st Century Skills Award, and for anyone who's listening, we try and fill every session with a little tidbit of information outside of the academics. Can you remember any of the 21st century sort of skills that we were doing, or anything that comes to mind?
There was so many. I mean, critical thinking, problem solving. I remember one specific one where we shown like a picture, and then we had to what was it? It was like an image, and we had to think deeper and look outside of the box because the image wasn't what it seemed. So that really prospered my curiosity, and that was really cool.
Nice. It was a good program actually on, and really glad you did manage to get onto the program, even though you thought you weren't going to manage. And then how were your grades in the end when you got through all of that? You got through the stressful time of exams. Were you quite happy with what you achieved?
To an extent, yeah, my grades improved. Before One Degree, I was pretty much failing for the most part, or just about scraping it. At the end, I did hope for slightly higher grades, but it was much better than I started. Like, I'm talking 3-4 grades higher than it was before. So I got to the A levels I wanted, and that I'm studying now in my final year.
Perfect. So yeah, I mean that's a perfect segue to all of that. So tell me a little bit about the post One Degree up to where we are right now.
Oof, so much has happened. One Degree has made me who I am. Like after One Degree, I was more confident. Took each opportunity I had, and I took it to the most. So soon after One Degree, I was speaking at Parliament. So I spoke at the Parliament. It was one of the things I did. Then I did loads of like smaller stuff. So I have worked in procurement, in different like financial and marketing sectors. So I've done work experience in that area. And then not too long ago, that you now know, I just came back from South Korea where I studied for a bit.
Incredible.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh, it was challenging. The mentality over there when it comes to studies is rigorous. I mean, I came in there thinking I'm gonna do school 4 or 5 hours and I'm done. Nope, it was 9 a.m. to about 8 p.m., 6 days a week. It was tough, but it was so enjoyable. Of course, after each day, I'd go out with all the different students, learn some Korean. They taught me Korean. I taught them some more English. So it was just an overall a great experience.
Wow. What I mean, other than those long days of school, what were the other big differences that you noticed between going to school in the UK versus there?
In South Korea, everyone, of course, is more like fixed on like the education. Here, of course, people do their education, but not to the extent they did. But the way they did it was something different. I mean, a lot of the work I do now is quite do it by myself. They study in like groups together. They do like more show rather than just copy down. So I remember this distinct one where we were part of this group and we had to solve problems. So it was more like a developing our soft skills lesson. So we had to create something and visualize our ideas rather than just write it all down. So we had to create a business and then develop it and just basically make everything from scratch. So they're quite visual on when it comes to learning.
Wow. So happy with that experience then, I take it.
Oh, 100%.
Nice. And then, I mean, just before you actually went out to South Korea, you contacted me and you said, I'm going to be turning 18 soon and I'm interested, on maybe helping One Degree out a little bit more. So we had a conversation, and actually what you've been doing the last few months, which has been incredible, is actually becoming one of our junior One Degree mentors.
Yeah. Honestly, One Degree has shaped me who I am. You guys have done so much for me, made me a person I didn't think I'd ever be able to be. And when I saw how much it's impacted me, I thought, hey, it's worth a shot. Let me message Raja, see if that's something that can be possible once I turn 18. So I messaged Raja, we started talking, I did my application, and now I'm a mentor myself, here to help the students just the way the other mentors and you have helped me.
I mean, that's incredible. And you've turned out to be such a phenomenal mentor, and the students love you, and you are one of the most booked up mentors as well. Whenever you put some availability out, it gets snapped up pretty soon. And you know what? I was thinking about it the other day. I'm getting older with every group of students that are coming through. So it's so nice to have you that can kind of relate to the students so much better than I can these days. And you brought with you such a nice, fresh outlook on it all. But because you did your GCSEs not so long ago, your advice has become so key and useful to the students. So yeah, I mean, you're doing an amazing job, and so grateful that you did reach out.
Yeah, honestly, thank you, Raja, because without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am, and I wouldn't be here to help other students.
Do you find, I mean, because I always remember at One Degree, we tried to talk about this kind of community, ethos in the sessions where you would encourage students to help each other, not just the mentors to help students. So if a student finished a task early and another student was still busy, they could help, help their fellow peers while mentors maybe busy with another student or something like that. Do you now find that by becoming a mentor yourself, your communication skills, your ability to learn or progress even better, do you find it's like helping all of that as well?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when I first started One Degree, I believe my communication and my other skills were okay, were quite good. But then with every different student, I developed. So of course, my communication skills, my problem solving skills, but also stuff like adaptability. Every student's different. So that's something that really grew to me. Like one student might be more of a visual learner, one may be more independent. So being able to understand each student and then adapt to them was something that was important, and a skill that's really important to me, and that I've definitely developed.
Wow, nailed it. Yeah, really, really good. And I suppose linked to that, drawing on this experience you've had now, thinking back to when you were at One Degree, what advice are you giving to GCSE students now, and what advice would you give to yourself if you were to go back and speak to yourself during that stressful time?
One piece of advice that I still tell myself to this day is that everyone's always going to tell you what you can and can't do, whatever stage of life you are. Don't listen to them and do what you want, and do it with 100% effort. I remember I finished my GCSEs, got the grades I wanted. The school I wanted to go didn't accept me. The school that I got an offer from, they took back the offer. So I had to go to a college that wasn't even one of my offers. And each school was like, oh, don't do what you want to do, come do this course. So I was determined to do what I wanted to do. And now I'm doing the A-levels I want to do. And now I'm getting the grades I want.
Oh, lovely. And during all of this now, you've also been speaking to some mentors about your career and your next steps after that, and continuing to get some mentoring yourself, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know even though I'm not a student myself of One Degree, just talking to people who've had already a lot of experience in the sectors I want to join is quite important to me. Not only just learning more about the job, but the skills that come with it, the responsibilities, because I'm still young. I mean, I may be really determined to get into finance. That's where I want to go, but maybe I don't know the exact job. Maybe I'll speak to one mentor and I'll say, hey, this is more interesting. I want to maybe go more towards this part of finance, or maybe I don't like this part. And just being able to talk to each mentor about their experiences, what I should develop if I want to get into this sector, is something that was really valuable to me. And I'm still doing it. I mean, I had mentors tell me what books maybe to read, or maybe if I need, what type of skills I should get when it comes to these sectors. And I've been developing them.
Amazing, because it's an ongoing development, ongoing learning experience, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, learning never stops. At whatever age you are, you always can learn something new.
So if we were to have a chat in 5 years' time and have a catch up, where are some of the places that you want to be at that point, and what would you like to have achieved by looking into the future a bit more?
5 years time, I want to be able to finish my university. So I'm currently just finished applying to my universities. I've got my offers back. So of course, after I finish my A-levels, want to go finish uni, get my degree, and then go in a general sense, I want to get into banking, more specifically somewhere in bonds or fixed currencies, like fixed incomes, like currencies and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, one of the sectors that your mentors have mainly come from, has been 50% of our mentors have been from the finance and banking sector. So definitely got enough of them we can reach out to and get more and more advice and keep having mentoring for as long as you want, which is really nice.
Yeah, honestly, One Degree has been something that is so underrated. Like nowadays, when I'm talking to one of my friends, I'm like, "Oh, I got 2 meetings today with financial professionals," and they're like, "Wow, they were trying to get like 5 minutes from someone. Now I can just with a click of a button get 30 minutes." It's really, really amazing.
Oh man, that's so good to hear, and just I love hearing about all these. How you feeling about it all, and how positive you are, and how much you feel like you keep improving, which is incredible. Thank you so much for catching up. Is there any final words you want to say, or any final bits of advice or wisdom you want to share, or anything like that?
Never stop, no matter what anyone tells you. That's one key advice that I think I'll always need, and I always need it. So that's something that you should always keep in your mind, is just never stop doing what you want to do, no matter what anyone tells you to do.
Perfect place to end. Thank you so much for having a chat with us, Alexander.
Thank you,
really
Roger.
appreciate it. Been great listening to you. You've been listening to a One Degree Alumni Podcast, episode 17, and you've listened to Alexander, past One Degree student from a couple of years ago. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. Thanks, Alexander. Speak soon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.